All right. Welcome everybody. We're doing a we're doing a live stream, as you can see. We're just hanging out. It's a lazy Sunday, and I thought it would be fun to just check in with y'all. I know we talked a little bit about doing these. Well, I said I'd do them once a month, and I think I said that in December when I did my last live stream, and it's been more than a month. So sorry about that, but I immediately break the schedule the second that we make it. But actually, let me go check. When was our last live stream? I am curious. Videos. Yeah, it's been. Oh, I said yeah. It says streamed a month ago, so that could be almost 2 months. But either way, welcome to the stream, guys. Again, we're just chilling. I wanted to run a vehicle history report on the Xterra because I bought it about six months ago. No, excuse me, 6 years ago, and never ran a vehicle history report because it was a couple $1,000s. I think we paid $3,500 for it back in the day, and it ran. And I drove it, and I looked underneath it, and it looked okay. And I said, "Screw it. It seems fine. Let's just roll with it." And of course, as you know, it's been fine ever since. It doesn't really have any issues. But I thought it would be fun. I know I have my kind of ridiculous, probably my most ridiculous thumbnail for this little stream. I don't know if we're going to find anything exciting on it. It could be completely milquetoast. It could just be, a regular great vehicle history report. But there's one way to find out, and that's to actually pick it up. So, and of course, as we go through, and we can talk about, whatever. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you have any questions about what's going on, anything else that you may want to ask me, I'll do my best to answer any questions that you have. So that being said, I do need to decide between running a Carfax or I believe it's called Auto Check. And Carfax is kind of the go-to. It's the one that that a lot of people seem to want or seem to get. But I have very little experience with Auto Check. So what I was thinking about doing is probably just waiting a minute or two, let some other people come in here. It looks like there's about 10 of us in here. But regardless, I thought I'd maybe do a little poll. I've never done one on a live stream, so maybe we can play with that as well. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. We just sort of we've been keeping it chill today. I got some laundry done, went out shopping, went to get some tacos. Well, went to a taco place for lunch, and now we're just chilling. Still don't have the heads for the Titan, so that's kind of unfortunate. I know we've been kind of slowly, very, very slowly making progress on the Titan, and if you know me, you know that I would absolutely just hammer through it if I could. If I could just get everything right now and finish it right now, I would get it done in just a couple days and knock out all the videos, but we're still waiting on that. And if you saw, not too long ago, I picked up some lights. I picked up a light bar for the Xterra that I want to wire in. Oh, and I picked these up too, which is pretty cool. My little extenders. We'll talk about those in a minute. And I thought I'd add a light in to the front of the Xterra. So if you didn't see that, then get excited about that. That's pretty cool. I haven't done very much auxiliary lighting in the Xterra and shown you guys any of it, but it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to doing that. So let me jump in here to the live stream, and let's see. First of all, what do you guys, let me know what you're up to this weekend. What are you guys doing? You doing anything fun? Doing any work on your vehicles? I know it's cold throughout a lot of the country, but if you're doing anything fun, let me know. Let's talk about it while I go play with this and see if I can figure it out. Got a quiet group today, huh? See, before the stream started, it said Hoss Talks Said he just got a 2012 Xterra last week, 4x4. Congratulations. Definitely welcome to the Xterra Club. We're excited to have you. And let's see here. Maybe I'm losing it. Can you not do a poll? I could have swore you done it. Oh, there it is. Create a poll. Auto check or Carfax. There we go. Let's go. There. Perfect. There we go. Let's do this. Go ahead and click on the poll. Let's see how that looks. What does that look like? Did you guys get a poll? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Go ahead and click on that, guys. Let me know what you think. Which one should we do? I'm gonna do whatever you guys vote for. We'll do. Let's take a look. Oh, damn. No votes for auto check yet? Dang. Which one's cheaper? I don't know, Salmon. We can take a look at that real quick. Auto check and Carfax. Let's take a look. Let's do this right here. Carfax. Carfax is one's $40, 3 is $60. I don't need 6, but I do have well, I already ran on my other ones. I would buy 3 on this one. I would spend $60 on this one. And then auto check 25. Oh damn, 50 for 5. That's definitely cheaper. And then auto check for business. Obviously, we don't need that. So $50 for this one, 60 for the Carfax. To answer your question, sir. Michael says, I ran mine and got more info on the Carfax than the auto check. Yeah, I would believe that. I do remember seeing some sample auto checks, and it doesn't seem to be as robust or detailed, if you will. Okay. Well, it's looking like it's a moot. It's moot anyways. We haven't had a single vote for auto check yet, so it looks like we're doing Carfax. Looks like all you guys voted that way. So, all right, let's do it. Now, let's see here. Like I said, I don't know if all you were on here, but I've actually never ran it on the Xterra, so we're going to do it live together. And I hope I don't find anything crazy or devastating. I mean, the title was clean, so it's not like a rebuild or anything crazy like that, but it's, I just don't know the history of it. So let me grab, I think I already created a Carfax account. Log in, see how this goes here. All right. I'll try not to dox myself this time like I did on the last live stream. Let's see here. We're going to order 3. And then while this screen's up, I'm going to put in my payment information. So hold on a second here. Let's try not to. All right. Grab my credit card. Where's it at? Right here. 1 second. Oh no, wrong card. 7s. Cool. Expiration. Perfect. Then, all right, cool. We are buying 3. Has anyone else not ran a Carfax on their Xterra? Or whatever vehicle it is you have? I'm curious how common it is. I feel like I want to do it all the time, but let me know. Okay. Can we do... Let me change. I want to edit my profile here. You've all ran them? You've all ran Carfax? I guess when you buy it, you probably should, huh? All right, here we go. 3 reports to run. Let me share my screen with y'all. And then, what is it? Screen share, chat, and webcam. There we go. Perfect. I'll take the poll down. We've decided. Thank you all for helping me decide there. And now, let me go get my VIN. Where's my VIN? Is it... Oh, it's not going to autofill. Oh, great. Okay. 1 second. Let me go get it. You think I'd be prepared? Because that's the whole point of the stream, but surprise, I'm not. All right. Let's see here. This is Suzuki. That's gone. Honda. That's gone. What is that? White. That would be the Titan. Here we go. 2005 Nissan. That's it. All right. 5N. 1AN. I thought about like how weird it is that I'm nervous to show my VIN. Because I was thinking earlier, I was like, oh, should I really do a live stream with my VIN? And it's like, at the end of the day, there's really not a whole lot that anyone can do with your VIN. I mean, you can technically VIN clone, but that's pretty much it. All right. Oh, where I'm at. 65. 3975. 3975. All right. Let me double check. 511A108 U05C 653975. Okay, let's do it. Oh, okay. I was like, definitely not off-road. It'd be cool though. 34 records. All right, that seems like a lot. 2005. All right, let's do it. Considering disabling a pop-up blocker? I don't think so. Ooh, retail value, $7,000. That's incredibly optimistic. All right. 2 previous owners. I'm surprised by that. 1 open recall. Cool. Didn't know that either. Service history record, and it was a personal vehicle, and 146 in the odometer. Oh, well, okay. Like, nothing crazy so far. Purchased in 2005 and 2015. I was the second owner? Wow. That's interesting. And it was, of course, bought in Florida. We knew that, right? Look at my frame. It's just, and then estimated miles driven per year, 13,000. That's pretty average. 2,900. Yeah, that sounds about right for me. I don't drive the thing at all. Yeah, no salvage junk, rebuilt, fire, flood, none of that. Huh. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't want anything bad to be in here. But I am surprised that there's nothing juicy at all. No issues reported. Let's see here. Oh, wow. It was bought right here in Orlando. Very cool. Yeah. Oh, good looking out, Sam, man. I'll figure out what the recall is. It's a good question. Service contract issued. Title updated. So they bought it in December 2005. Service contract claim. Oh. Literally. They brought it to the dealership for... Well, not necessarily a dealership, right? But for oil changes. Damn. Lien reported. That's fine. Nothing crazy here. Vehicle service multiple times at Sutherland. Wow. This is actually a lot better than I thought. Because let me tell you when I bought this thing, I mean, I also bought it in 2000, what did it say up here? 15? Yeah, I bought it in 2015. So, I mean, it's, a couple years after these records. But it was like, it needed maintenance desperately. Like, it desperately needed maintenance. So I'm kind of surprised to see all these, all these places that were there, all this times they brought it into the dealership. Registration renewals, nothing crazy there. Vehicle service. Here we go. Safety recall. Here you go, Sam. Manufacturer safety recall issued. ECM relay. Remedy available. Learn more about this recall. Let's open a new tab on that. What is it? Shift. Oh no, it tells it right here. Oh, it's IPDM. The IPDM contains an engine control module relay that has a diode for electrical current noise reduction. The ECM relay may allow silicon vapor to form, and over time, the silicon evaporates from the diode molding, which causes silicon oxide to develop on the ECM relay contact due to arcing. That is French to me, just about. I get the idea. It sounds like there's a protective coating that wears away and then it starts to arc. And it could cause engine stalling and increase the risk of a crash. Oh, okay. Kind of serious. Remedy, dealer will replace the ECM relay inside the IPDM. Okay, interesting. So it sounds like literally like a relay. And I don't know if it's one that you can remove, like just pop off, like one of the black ones. But that's something we could do ourselves. And they issued it 12 years ago. So, interesting. Never got taken care of. Wild. Looks like 2010. Yeah, 2009 they were bringing it in for service. And then from 2010 to 2015 they were like, we're going to stop bringing it in for service. And then probably let it sit and rot for 5 years. That's funny. Yeah, look at from 77,000 miles to 131,000. They at least didn't bring it in. That doesn't mean it wasn't serviced, right? But they didn't bring it in. Interesting. Sold at dealer. Then it was serviced at Scion. Weird. And then brought to auction. And then I bought it from the auction, right? Yeah. Right there. That's where I bought it. Vehicle color noted as gray. How wonderful. It's good to know. And then it says Sears. Oh, that's where I bought new tires. Oh my gosh. My tires are 6 years old? March. Yeah. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's right. Right? 2016 to 2022? Yeah. 6 years. And how many miles do I have in it? 147? Wow, I really don't drive this thing, do I? 147 to 132 in 6 years. Well, that's all right. Wild. Yeah, so no wonder my tires look like shit. They're dry rotting, and I want to replace them anyways. But to be honest, I'm kind of waiting till I can save up some cash and get some of those rims from All Dogs. I love the new rims they put out, so might pick those up and go up one size. But anyways, moving on. Altamont Springs, that's where I used to live. Dexter, I moved up to Michigan for a while. Sanford, DeLand. Yeah, well, nothing crazy. Action Gator. Oh, that's where I got the alignment after the lift. Huh. Well, I'm genuinely surprised. I'm surprised that I'm surprised I'm the second owner. I really am. Generally, I bought it in 2015. That car it was a decade old when I bought it. And generally it's not how it goes. And what's even crazier is I think I have my old Carfax from the Titan, and I think the Titan was a one owner as well, from 2006 all the way up to 2021 when I bought it, which was really cool as well. Also neglected the hell out of it. One thing I will tell you, if you notice on the back of my Xterra on a couple of my videos, I don't know how much you guys watch, but if you ever seen the back of my differential, it has it says 75K in yellow lettering. And that generally means it's a junkyard axle, right? So where they actually write the mileage on it when they pull apart. And so somewhere along the line, I think that rear axle was swapped out with a junkyard axle. So obviously that's not going to be marked in here, which goes to show you, right, that this is not, these are not always the full picture. But I do think it's interesting that if you look at the back of the Xterra, there's absolutely markings on there that indicate it is it's a junkyard part. So I thought that was wild. Fun. Vehicle highlights. Number of owners 2, Florida. Yeah, nothing crazy there. Basic warranty expired. You don't say. Oh, it had a corrosion coverage? That's pretty cool. 5-year. I don't know if that's real or not. I hope it is. Safety belt. Specific components. Nice. A buyback guarantee. Wow, fancy. Look at that. Well, that's kind of cool. Makes for kind of a lame live stream, it being so milquetoast, but on the bright side, I'm pretty happy that there's nothing crazy going on either. But Sandman, did you bypass your auto transmission oil cooler from going into your radiator? I did not. I will on my Titan. My Xterra is a manual transmission, so there is no oil cooler, or excuse me, transmission fluid cooler on the manual transmission. So it's a sealed system, and they just leave it that way. So I do feel lucky because when I first bought this, it's 2005, it's definitely affected not only by SMOD but also the thinking secondary timing chain guides. And so I fixed the timing chain guides myself, of course, and then the other one. Why am I spacing out here? The oil cooler I didn't have to do. Jeez. So that worked out. All right. Let's see here. How about this? I'm going to use one more Carfax for probably buying another car, but that means I have a third. So if anyone has not ran their Carfax and they want me to run it and they don't mind sharing their VIN, we'll run it live. So if any of you guys want to run a Carfax, I'm happy to run it for you. Just let me know. You can, if you don't mind sharing your VIN, just throw it in the chat. Sandman, I agree. That is something that you should absolutely, if you haven't done it yet, just do it. It's so simple and really easy to do. Just bypass it and get it out of the way. I'm gonna replace. So what I'm gonna do with my Titan instead is I'm actually gonna grab like an aftermarket larger one, larger cooler, and then just not go through the radiator at all, and then go straight to the fluid cooler, the transmission fluid cooler. I don't know why I can't seem to say that, but anyways, again, if you guys want to, if you want me to run one, let me know. We'll run it real quick here. Jump over here real fast. Let's see. Back and pull. There we go. Oh, someone did vote for auto check. Look at that. I actually ended the poll and it came up. All right. Well, anybody have any questions or anything going on they want to talk about since we're here? I'm just chilling out today. I did want to show you. Oh, what was it? Oh. Yes, amen. If you want to shoot it over, man, we'll do it. Shoot me the VIN. And we'll run yours. These things expire now? Check this out. I just went back to my account and it says that it expires in 60 days. It's kind of crazy. Hey, DeSantos. That's crazy to me. I kind of feel like, I don't know if you're spending that much. Okay, can we just get it out here that there's no way in hell my truck is worth $71.70. $71.70. That actually, you know what? That makes me wonder what KBB says about my car. Price used. Let's run that real quick while Sandman gets the VIN. 2005 Nissan Xterra. All right. Oh. Oh, okay. It's an S. It is, I think it's 147 now. To be honest, I don't really remember. And I don't know, we talked a little bit about this the other day, but it's almost like this KBB and stuff, these values don't really mean anything anymore because the freaking amount that people are asking for their vehicles is just insane. And I don't think this reflects that sort of surge in pricing. All right, let's do this. 2-wheel drive. Womp womp. Hey Matthew, welcome to the stream. Traction control VDC. I don't think I even have VDC if I'm being honest, but we'll leave it on there because it auto selected it. I think it's premium sound. I upgraded all that stuff. It does have navigation. I installed that. Not rear air conditioning. No power seats. No leather. Damn, makes me realize how much I'm missing when I do this. Oversized off-road tires someday. Premium wheels, no. Roof rack, yes. What else? Grill guard, nothing. Okay, man, I have a basic bitch Xterra. Was power windows even listed? It's almost like it's expected. Here we go. I mean, very good is probably a little optimistic, but we're gonna go with it. I think that's very subjective. Like, I think it's very good, you know? Okay. Well, trade in, yeah. Not surprising. Private party. Yeah, 27 to 44. I don't know. I could tell you I personally wouldn't expect a lot more than that out of it. I mean, in like realistically speaking, but either way, weird. Weird. And if I was, I mean, nowadays, even today, I wouldn't try to gouge people, you know. If I was trying to sell, I'd be pretty reasonable. It'd be less than 5,000 for sure. All right, Sandman, did you get me that VIN? I don't see it. Might be trying to find it or something. Yeah, either way, Carfax, not sure what's up with that. Wild. I'll give you a couple more minutes to get me that VIN, Salmon. If not, we'll have to move on, my man. All chat. There we go. Nice. What are you guys up to? What's the last thing you did to your Xteros? Share with the group. What's the last thing you did? Mine is a PSA, and I'm going to tell you. No, Salmon, I didn't get it. Where'd you send it, my dude? Andreas, we're just running. We're just gonna run one more. Salmon was trying to get me his. All right. Well, you guys share. I'm gonna tell you here. Oh, Ken said he purchased the hooks for the back of the seats. Hell yeah. Okay, I've been using those things. I actually really. If you're talking about the ones on the headrest, right? That you hook to the headrest, because those are surprisingly great, especially with the Xterra, and it has the hard cargo area, and it's like slanted, so whenever you put stuff back there, it just slides around. But yeah, those have been surprisingly helpful for sure. T-Bear said he had to replace the TPS on all 4 tires. Ooh, did you do that yourself, T-Bear? Because that's kind of a pain. The doing it yourself, you have to pop that bead. That's kind of annoying, but I agree, Ken. The hooks are a great idea. I use them whenever I go to like the grocery store or whatever. It's so nice to be able to just hook stuff on there. But I'm sorry, Sam, man. It's not letting you post VINs in the chat. That's not good. Matthew, last thing you did was leaf spring shackles. Nice. 4-inch, huh? Now, so you're talking about if the 4-inch, if it's going to be, are you adding 4 inches, or are you just saying 4 inches total, and because the other shackles are like Well, gosh, actually, the existing shackles are probably like close to 4 inches, right? I don't know. Oh, Oh, damn, dude, it was $500 to get the TPMS. That's brutal. The I I did I did a permanent I did a permanent fix to my TPMS light on my Xterra. I did a video on it. I literally just took the freaking instrument cluster out, peeled back the lens, and freaking and just taped it up, just taped over the light so it didn't come up anymore. That's why too, is because the freaking thing is so expensive. That seems like crazy high. I do remember when I was talking about getting tires, getting new tires, they said that in addition to the new tires, it was like another $250 to do TPMS, and that's only because they were doing the tires. It's craziness, personally. Absolute craziness. Either way. Yeah, T-Bear, you saw that, huh? Yeah, it's a pretty classy upgrade, if I do say so myself. We're keeping it real around here. That's nice. What I did most recently is I had my parents were in town last week or the week before, or whatever, and we were gonna take the Xterra somewhere. We were just running up to the store for something, and we get in, and I turn the key, nothing, and I'm like, what the hell? I just drove the Xterra like 3 days prior, and everything ran fine. Everything was perfectly fine. Turn the key, nothing. I'm like, okay. So I said, let's just go take something else. And we just took a different car that day. And then a couple days later, I was like, all right, let's, we're just kind of hanging out around the house. Let's go take a look at the Xterra, see what the hell's going on. Well, we go try it again, of course. Sometimes, I don't know, who knows, maybe it's a miracle and it'll work. But we tried again, nothing. And I was like, that's really odd. Let's go get the multimeter, throw it on the battery. Because the voltmeter and the dash look fine. It was like dead center like it usually is. Or a little bit lower than dead center, wherever it is. And sure enough, we throw the voltmeter on there. It's at 12 point something. And when it's not started, that's perfectly fine. So it's like, okay, maybe we got something else. So I pull the fuses, right? Make sure the fuses are healthy. The starter fuse is healthy. I even had them turn it over, had my dad turn it over, and I was listening, and I thought I heard the relay. I thought I heard the relay just fine. And so I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe the actual starter died. The starter is 17 years old now, even a little bit more, right? If it was, we can tell when it was in service, but presumably from 2005 all the way up to 2022, that was the original starter. So, hey, it's possible the starter's dead. Luckily, nice and simple to take it out. So I went underneath, grabbed the starter out, and I said, screw it. Let's run up to the local auto parts store. I'm not going to say the name because they actually ended up fucking up. But I said, oh, let's bring it up to the local auto parts store. We'll have them bench test it. I bring it there, and they bench test it, and it doesn't work. And I was like, okay, really weird, but I guess my battery died. Or excuse me, I guess my starter died. And so I buy one of their starters. I come home, I put the starter in, and it's all, shiny and beautiful or whatever. And then I turn the key, and nothing. And I'm like, what in the hell? Welcome, James, by the way. And so I'm like, that's weird. I literally, this starter is presumably fine. That, or we come to find out both of them were fine all along. And so I'm like, this is insane. And it occurred to me that when we had first started talking about it, my dad's he's a car guy as well, and he's an electrical engineer, so he's not, certainly not a dummy when it comes to this stuff. And he's like, hey, right when it started, he said, maybe it's not your starter. It could be your neutral position switch, and then I even said, oh, it could be the clutch interlock. So sure enough, I go over to the driver's side, and on the footwell, the GD driver's side is two little pieces of plastic. And I'm like, wait, two little pieces of white plastic like this. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, hold on a second. I freaking lean over and I look at my clutch pedal, and there's a damn hole in the clutch pedal. Can I even freaking draw it for you or something? This drove me nuts. I look at it and I go, I'll be damned. I take my finger and I said, Dad, watch this. I push the clutch interlock with my finger. I turn the key and the damn thing starts. I was pissed. And so, what Nissan had done, and they will never be forgiven for, is they created a clutch where you have the pedal and it comes up to a plate. And the plate has a little baby hole in it. And in that hole, you push a little plastic, almost like a little body clip. It looks like a little baby body clip. And that little plastic thing is what you push down, and it actually hits the clutch interlock switch. So you hit the clutch down, that little plastic plunger comes down, it goes boop, and hits the switch. What I find so insane about this, and I kind of get the idea, I kind of get why they did it, but what's nuts about this is that if that falls out, the clutch interlock switch, and forgive the hand gestures, but the clutch interlock switch literally goes through the freaking hole. So it doesn't press the interlock switch. So because of this tiny little plastic piece, the Xterra wouldn't start. And like a dummy, I didn't check that first. You got to start with the super simple stuff. Didn't check with it first. And sure enough, it was as simple as a tiny little piece of plastic, and the whole thing wouldn't start. And I ended up buying a starter, replacing the starter for absolutely no reason. Which also means that the local auto parts store didn't bench test my starter correctly either, or else I would have known that it was running just fine. So, little PSA for those of you with the manual transmissions. Check the easy stuff first. Check the easy stuff first, because that's it was a simple couple dollar piece, and so I ended up taking some duct tape or whatever to do a temporary thing, but then I just went and ordered the pieces off of the Nissan website and ordered the parts from the dealership. They were like $3 a piece, and I bought 2 of them. But so I thought I'd share that little story with you. It was very frustrating, but I'm glad I got it worked out. Now it's just fine. And of course, there's nothing wrong with it. It ran just fine once that issue was figured out. But then it got me thinking about how the whole configuration of vehicles, there's thousands and thousands of pieces that need to work in harmony for a vehicle to run. And it just kind of blows my mind that, we all know that there's single points of failure, and that there's frequently any one thing can break, and it can break the whole system. But it's just amazing to think that you have this, freaking, about the equivalent plastic of a drinking straw. And if that isn't working exactly the way it needs to be designed, then your whole vehicle just doesn't run. Blows my mind. Anyways, thought I'd share that story. Sandman, I saw you had the VIN. Sorry, man. I ended up talking too much. Looks like you retracted it. I would have ran it. I apologize. I get to talking. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's do it. Sandman got his VIN. We're going to run his for the heck of it. I had an extra one, so he got the VIN to me first. 5N. I'm going to type it in, then we'll move over to it. And Ken, I'll look at your question here in a second. 1AN 08 W25. All right. I'll double check that. AW25C6488827. Okay, cool. Salmon, I got that. Thank you. Ken, what kind of gas mileage are you getting? I have a 2008 off-road, and it seems like I'm getting 300 miles on a full tank. Anyone else? So yeah, please share, guys. Anyone who tracks it. Unfortunately, I don't track mine. I would venture to guess under 20, easily under 20. I think 20 would be great. T-Bear says 14. Yeah, that's probably about right. I'll tell you, these are not terribly not terribly efficient vehicles, that's for sure. But yeah, definitely help out Ken. Throw your MPGs in there if you got them. All right, let's switch over. I'll leave the chat up so you guys can share those numbers. We're gonna run Sandman's VIN here. Ready? Here we go. All right, this one 2005 estimated value of $6,400. Cool. No accidents. Heck yeah. And correct me, Sam, have you not run this before or just didn't run it recently? Let us know. But hey, this is also a 2-owner. Nice. Looks like you got originally purchased 2005 and then it looks like you purchased it back in 2012. Nice. 170,000. All right. I know there's a lot of high mileage Xterras out there. I mean, obviously, right? Because they've been around forever, but it always encourages me when I see like on the Xterra subreddit, for instance, someone's like, "Oh, just rolled 220, just rolled 250." And you're like, "Damn, that's awesome." Kind of gives me hope. Sam, never ran it. Nice. Well, very cool. I'm glad to run it for you then. Out in Oregon, nice. Pacific Northwest. 170. Oh, wait. 170 is when you bought it? Let's take a look. Second owner. Purchased 2012. No, you bought it at 108. Okay, cool. Well, Salmon, one other thing. Since we did run it anyways, I'll print this out for you and email it to you. Just email me at Rye@RTCG. I'll just actually just put it out here for you. Hold on. Rye@RTCG. I think I'm signed in as a second account. Yeah, there you go. So just email me there so I have your email address, and then I'll just email it to you so you have it. You can throw it with the vehicle, but let's take a look at it real quick. Vehicle shipped. Nice. Vancouver, Washington. Beautiful area. Failed emissions. That's funny. So 5 years. Well, you guys are, I shouldn't say you guys are crazy. That's rude. That area loves their emissions testing. It's kind of crazy. What? Are you guys getting... Do you guys get an echo on when I'm in this mode? For some reason, maybe that. All right, hopefully that'll fix it. Anyways, that's funny. 5 years after purchase, it's failed the emissions inspection. And they put 80,000 miles on in the first 5 years. Dang. Okay. Thanks, Sandman. Vehicle service, passed. There you go. Kind of weird that it failed in 2010 and they didn't re-up it, right? Like they didn't get the inspection redone shortly after. I think you would, but wipers checked, cool. Computer module relay replaced. Oh, that was probably the recall, right? On the other one. Because that recall was around 2010. And then fuel sending unit replaced. That's interesting. Fuel pump at 88,000. Huh. Okay. Mine lasted till about 130. And I only replaced it because the dial or the gauge wasn't working. I'm still pumping just fine. You bought it at 108 over in Oregon. Nice. Looks like you oil can Henrys. What is that? Is that like a... Is Oil Can Henry's like an oil change place, like a quick service oil change place? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Damn, you bring it in for lots of stuff, homie. Bringing it in for all that kind of stuff. Everything. Nice. Well, dang, you got another clean one. You got a really clean one. Yours is just about like mine, dude. It's 2 owner, no accidents, super clean. That's great. A little more miles, but that, I mean, as long as it's running strong. Very cool. Glad we're able to do that. The Logan. So let's see what we have here. Again, reminder, Salmon. Just email me, my dude, and I'll send you a copy of this for you. All right. Logan says he run in 33 Yokohamas. Cool. And 13 to 15. Yeah, if you're not gunning it. Okay. Yikes. Alexander says re-geared. Oh, you re-geared to 410s? How's that doing, man? It's kind of cool. Of course, Sandman. I got you. So T-Bear gets 14. Sandman about 16. 19, but re-geared. 13 to 15, running bigger tires. Okay. I mean, that's pretty... I mean, when was the whole, like, I think it was Obama, wasn't it? When, like, every car had to get, like, 40,000, or they had to average or something. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It was, like, the average miles per gallon of all the cars a manufacturer sold had to be a certain number or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But there was a change to, like, the CAFE standards of new vehicles being sold. But I remember, I mean, this engine is, you know, at this point, it was developed probably, 5 years leading up to 2005. So certainly an old design, but I do appreciate the power it puts out, though. I think it still feels really good. It still feels spry, at least in mine. The 4-liter, I actually really like the 4-liter 6-cylinder that the Xterra has in it. I think it feels really good, and it's pretty smooth power too. It's not too crazy, but either way. But yeah, like I suspected, though, it's definitely going to be. It's definitely not a vehicle that you want, that you would want to buy if you are trying to save on gas. That's for sure. Either way. James says the 410s feel better with the manual transmission. You guys must do a lot of short trips to get 14 or love the throttle. Yeah. They have, you can get the, I have that little, what do you call it? The OBD2 reader. I have the wireless one. And you can get gauges that get pretty accurate miles per gallon readings on them too, which is pretty cool. So just a reminder, if you guys have one of those, it's not just for reading codes. You can slap it in there and like track everything if you want. It's kind of neat. All right. Let me grab this. I want to show you guys the light that I bought. I sent you a picture on my social feed, but I know a lot of you guys probably don't check that out. I was surprised because I'm actually joined the Inside Track Club for Harbor Freight. I had a couple days left on it. I was buying something big, and I knew it was going to save me some money, but there is a light bar that I bought. I bought the 22-inch, and it is right... hold on. There we go. Logan says i4 is a killer on miles per gallon. Pushing 80 plus miles. I4, Logan, you drive on I4? Where do you live, dude? I live right off I4. Unless you're referring to an inline 4, but that wouldn't be in the Xterra. Let's see here. Screen share. Here we go. This light. This is the light I bought. So a couple things recently, and mostly because if I'm not working out in the garage, I like to just kind of consume automotive content on YouTube. And I've been watching a couple guys actually. I've been watching Matt's Off-Road Recovery. I really like them, and Fab Rats because they've been working together lately. And there is they've been buying those Badlands winches, and apparently, I mean they've been saying they perform really well. And so I got to thinking like, hey, if I'm going to pick up some lights, why don't I check Harbor Freight? And this light here gets pretty darn good reviews. And one thing I will say about Harbor Freight, Harbor Freight absolutely has quality issues, and there's absolutely no surprise there, right? To any of you. But one thing I will say is they do not sugarcoat their ratings. They don't shut down shitty ratings. Like if you go to their website and go look at products, you'll see people absolutely blasting the products that really are shit, and they leave those up. So I do believe that these are, I mean, this is a pretty good representation of the product. So I'm excited to try it. And it was $85. It seems that's not like one of those, ones you find on Amazon for, $39 or whatever. So I'm excited to try it out. Hopefully, I kind of messed up my neck a couple weeks ago. So hopefully I can get underneath the Xterra this week and get this installed for you guys and make a video out of it. And then we'll release it Friday. But I'm definitely excited to get this checked out. But let's see here. Oh, Logan, you're out. You're in Lakeland. Okay, cool. A couple hours away. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for that. It's pretty cool. I feel bad. I know a lot of, like, most, if not all, you guys are Xterra owners, and I haven't been doing much with it lately because I have this huge project I'm doing with the Titan. But it is a huge project, and I just need to knock it out and get done with it. But that, and like I said before, the Xterra just runs great. There's nothing really to do with it. So we'll see. I'll continue to think of things and we'll get it going. But either way, nice. All right. So let me switch back over here. Anybody have anything else before we kick it today? It's been about an hour, so don't want to keep you guys too long. Have any questions, comments, suggestions? Get them out now. Let's see here. Do I have... Send, receive. Murad says he has a question. What's up, man? I'm going to temporarily switch to... Oh, I can't do that now. James says your exterior videos helped a lot when I bought a year ago. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, man. You're welcome. Appreciate you watching. I'm trying to create like a fun library to be able to be like, just go search for whatever you need for it, and it's there for you. So, anyways, but yeah, I appreciate you watching, man, and supporting the channel. Rod says I have an Xterra 2010 model with 180,000 kilometers on the odometer. Okay, nice. Oh, Cam, you're a Pathfinder owner. That's awesome. I wish I could get statistics. Yeah, I mean, obviously, car ownership isn't. You don't tell YouTube what car you own, but when I look at my analytics on my videos, I would love to know what vehicle people own that they're looking for my videos for, because as you know, like, this platform was in Xterra, Frontier, Pathfinder, and it was also in the the Suzuki Equator, I think it was, and the Navara, which is just the Frontier, other parts of the country, and so is the Equator, right? And then I think that's it. But I just feel like there's so many people that could be watching these videos that, you know, kind of overlook them because they say Xterra. But so much of what you probably do to your Pathfinder is the exact same that I would do to my Xterra. So I think that's really cool. Maybe I should continue to mention it. I have them in my tags, but maybe I'll start putting that in my title as well because I'm sure there's a huge amount of similarities. Excuse me. Rod says, everything seems fine so far, but I want to take it for a road trip of about 10,000 kilometers. Good Lord. Okay. What spare parts would you suggest I keep with me? Oh, interesting. So almost like a what recovery kit would you build? And guys, jump in on this for sure. Let's help them out. For actual, I mean, for tools, I mean, just get yourself like a mechanics kit. You know, like they make like a specific kit of mechanics tools. But for the Xterra, gosh, specifically, Oh, thank you, Murad. If we're driving 10,000 kilometers, what goes the most in Xteras or in the 4-liter? Sensors? Sensors for sure. Huh. I would check out. Sounds crazy. I would probably have, depending on the cost, the cam and crank sensors. Of all the stuff that I hear of the most, I hear of people having issues with those sensors. And also, of course, keep antifreeze with you. Keep some antifreeze or like water in a jug. Of course, have like a little mini air compressor, depending on what kind of accessibility you have to thing. Yeah, exactly, Cam. I thought the same thing. What else? Like a mini air compressor, the tools to get your spare tire down, which that should come with it if you don't have that. What else? I don't know. Like a voltmeter. Probably a drive belt. I throw a drive belt in there just in case. Mine literally just slipped off one day. I started it one morning. The drive belt popped off and it damaged the belt. And I was like, okay, weird. So I had to buy a new belt. I guess it was just, I mean, it could just been getting old and I spilled some shit on it, but I would do a drive belt, cam and crank sensors, mechanics toolkit, antifreeze, water. And like a quarter oil if you're burning any. I mean, at 10,000 kilometers, you're gonna have to do a oil change halfway through, anyways. Hopefully that helps. You also said I find that you're the go-to guy to get info. Thank you, appreciate that. Cam says your timing chain video is what brought me here. I've been here ever since. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Murad says cam and crank sensors were done recently. Oh, okay, nice. Driving a Porsche Cayenne and a mechanic put radiator hoses, huh? Oh, interesting. Radiator hoses? I don't know. That's for radiator hoses, you know, definitely check the health. I mean, before you go on a trip like that, I would definitely check the health of all that stuff before you go, of course. Maybe a thermostat too wouldn't hurt, but oh, drive belt. So I call it a drive belt. It's some people call it an accessory belt or a serpentine belt. It's just the belt that runs all your pulleys on the front of the engine. What else do you call it? Yeah, serpentine accessory, drive belt. Yeah, just the one on the front. Fan clutch. I will tell you that people seem to have issues with the fan clutch too, but usually they break in the on position where they will always spin. It just sounds like a semi truck. Not great either, but nice. The drive belt. Let's take a look. There we go. Good stuff, Marad. For sure, dude. All right. Well, if there isn't anything else, folks, let's call it a day, shall we? Oh, Murata said, any suggestion on the electronics like the dynamo? Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about that if I were you. The alternators in these seem pretty strong. I haven't heard of any crazy issues with those. Just like the most electronic issues I've heard of with Xterras have been sensors, to be honest. That's pretty much the most I've heard of, but I wouldn't worry about that. Cam, do the Xterras have rear HVAC? The manifold on the Pathfinders go bad as well as the aux water pump. I can tell you mine certainly doesn't. I've never seen one with it. I know Pathies and Armadas do, or can, but I've never seen it. Either way, yeah, definitely let us know, Rod, how the trip goes. That's pretty cool. Good luck with all that as well. All right, folks, let's call it a day. I really appreciate you all joining me. We're gonna. I was excited to see that we have a super clean Xterra, second owner. I can't believe it. I'm really surprised that there isn't something a little more dramatic on there, but I'm certainly happy that it's you know, that it's clean. It's all good. So it sounds like I got a good one. And Salmon, I'll send you yours. And I hope you all have a great remainder to your Sunday and a great upcoming week. So, and we'll do my best to get a video out to you by this Friday if everything goes well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one.